Dirty governments, schoolwork, bad dreams, and superpowers. What's next?
NERDSoul.
Late Ill Kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that street geek and nerd soul. What is up, my people? Today we're doing Talk Shop, breaking down some comic books, and I'm so happy to talk about, of course, Route 3. And this story follows a young man by the name of Sean Anderson. It's packed with everything you need for the building blocks of kind of exploring and experiencing a character before we get a chance to kind of like get into the craziness. Because the craziness is definitely there, because we start out with like this huge explosion at Stone Mountain, and we see these two entities that are just immensely powerful. And it just kind of drops that intrigue, making you wonder, what's going on? Why are these people coming? Why are all these military people coming? What's going on? And just like a lot of stories that show you the end real quick or show you the future real quick, they flash back to the past. And this is where we meet a young man by the name of Sean. He's having bad dreams, and these dreams are trying to, I guess, connect him to the past in a way where he doesn't understand. He doesn't know what's going on. He's waking up in cold sweats, all kinds of crazy stuff. And on top of that, he's dealing with a lot of family issues where, him and his brother aren't getting along. Him and his father aren't getting along. And it's due to how they all have to handle and kind of grapple and wrestle with the fact that their mother has passed, and how it affects each one of them and how it affects them as a whole. And I like that we got a chance to kind of really dig into this family. We also dug in a lot to his school life. We dealt with, of course, the father, the brother, and at school, one of his best friends talking about how he's kind of like closed himself off, how he's kind of distanced himself from everybody, and how it's eating him up from the inside. And of course, when you have something eating you up on the inside, plus these strange dreams, it's maybe a fertile ground or maybe a very horrible ground to lay the seed of heroism. And I say all that because in this issue, during this time, we get this, I guess you could say, agency that we don't, it seems like an agency behind the agency, because it looks like you have like, like the NSA, FBI, whatever. And it seems like this agency might be behind one of those where they're seeking to control this power. And Sean doesn't even know about this power that they're trying to control at this time. And they're setting things in motion to try to trigger it. And I like that. I like that we have kind of this build up of this person who's just living their normal life. And we get these scenes where they're just kind of like arguing before getting in the shower in the morning, or, just going to school or eating breakfast, whatever. Just the kind of like the everyday stuff that we all do, because it's building up to this behind the scenes attack that's coming from some shadowy government agency. And this is just well played, and it gives you that slow burn you need to actually figure out what's going on in this world. Now, I'm gonna get to some stuff in just a second, because there's action, there's craziness, there's explosions. But of course, first, Kiro Brand is gonna help us pay them bills. Oh yeah, check the link below. Hats, shirts, hoodies, all that jazz. And once you find something you like, of course, cop it. So Route 3, we build up this character of Sean, his family. We get the school. We even get a situation that I'm gonna talk about now, where a young lady by the name of Sammy kind of like invites him on a date. But she, wants to, be easy, because she knows what's going on in his personal life, and wants to kind of thank him for all the help that he's done for, school and everything. And she's, of course, interested in him. They both go on the date, but unfortunately, while they're going on the date, the government has hired these guys to try and kill him. And the reason I say try is because the government knows this guy has powers. The people that they hire do not. And the way it plays out is, I guess the spark to try to trigger or start his transformation. And it's cool and sad at the same time, because now that we've figured out or kind of like learned and spent some time with Sean, we finally see him happy for the first time in this series. We finally see him happy, and only to, of course, have that ripped away from him, unfortunately. And he's on the date, everything goes well, she goes her way, he's like, I'm gonna walk home, everything's great, and that's when the attack comes. Now, of course, it doesn't work because it gets his transformation going, but from the transformation is where everything goes crazy, and this book completely turns on you. And I like that. I like the fact that we get this kind of everyday kind of going to school, going to work, just living his life as a teenager in Georgia. And then we flip to this kind of fish out of water action story where he is awakened with his powers. And these powers are incredible. I mean, dude, people go flying, there's, explosions and stuff. And just the way he looks when he's powered up or when he's juiced up or whatever is on point. I mean, he really turns it on in a very good way, bad way for the bad guys. But I like the panels where they showed that action, where they showed him not only turn, but when he turned back and was kind of trying to figure out what was going on with him. And from this moment is where we start a chase. And this story kind of gives you everything you need. You got your behind the scenes government, you got your car chases, you got your race to the finish line, you got superpowers, your fish out of water, all of that. And I enjoyed every minute of it. You got the team that's, on the chase that was hired to kill him. You got the team from the shadowy government trying to control him. And you have one guy who's coming to essentially protect him or at least get him out of harm's way. And figuring out where all these players lie in relation to Sean is what I'm interested in seeing next. We have a showdown, of course, where everybody is shooting at everybody and everybody's trying to get a piece of this power so they can control it. And I'm psyched because I want to see where this power goes, where the battle for this power goes, and how this power is maintained, used, and or manipulated. So guys, holla at me. I'm gonna holla at you. Down in them comments, let's talk about Route 3. I had a ball watching it. Sean is someone who's going to go through many trials and tribulations, but I think it'll be a good read while he does it. So before I bounce, I'm gonna tell you guys to hit up ThatNERDSoul.com. That's right, check me out right there. All my videos from the oldest, newest, latest, greatest, and all that. And hit up shop.ThatNERDSoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt, player. Don't forget to get one for them playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, subscribe, and share that Nerd Soul. That's right, there's no better way that I can show people that you like what you are watching. So, LA, what up? VA, what up? RVA, you got my heart. And please be good to yourselves. Please be good to each other. And remember, just because your date went well doesn't mean the rest of the night is gonna go well. Peace.